Lesson 5. Now, it's a little dark. I have the lights off here just to show you. So you can see the color change a little better. So the first color filter here, this one is red. The second one is your green, and the final one here is your blue. So, for example, the LED you can see is kind of a combination of the colors right now. If I cover up the green and the blue, leaving just, so if I leave the red here, cover up the green and the blue, then I should see the LED turning. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, there we go. Turning red. Okay. Release. You can see it's changing more of a white color again. Alright, this time I'm going to cover up the red and the green, and I should get the blue. So covering up the red and the green. Oops, sorry, you can't see it there. So I've got blue, red and green, let go. You can see it kind of goes back to neutral color again. Find the green. This is the hardest to see. So I'm going to cover up the red, and I'm going to cover up the blue. And I don't know how the phone's going to pick it up. You can see it. You see it getting a little bit more green. And release, and goes back. Color I can see is mirroring that kind of in a display. So if it's mainly seeing red by covering up the other two, then it changes the LED there to red. If I cover up the red and the green, it's going to mainly see blue, and changes the LED to blue because the blue is uncovered here. All right. Now I turn the lights down or off in my room to get the best results with this for the sensitivity. Otherwise, I was getting some bleed through. I think I wasn't completely covering these up. But another way to do that is, if I have to show complete light sensitivity, only one wire here. This first one is to your red, the second one is to your green, and the third one is your blue. So if you were to pull, for example, the red one, all right, and if I pull this, you watch the LED, see, it just went to blue, so it's only picking up the green and blue colors because I took away the power for the red. If I return that, you can see you get that red hint back to it. Same thing if I pull the blue one, then it's shutting off the power to the blue input, and you can see the LED changes much more red. Okay, and we can verify that if I go to the serial on here. Here you can see the blue right now is getting a value of 0 because I have it unplugged. Plug this back in. There you can see my blue values shoot up again. From the directions you can see here's the map sensor values, okay, and then the raw sensor values here. And the reason these are lower right now, all right, because remember the mapped can only go between 0 and 255. The raw over here, sorry, this was up to the 1000, is because I have the lights off. But if I were to turn the lights back on and provide more light, then these values will jump. Alright, I just walked over and turned the light on, so you can see here it's a lot brighter in here now. Now if I go to those live views, it's still the same program I was running. You can see over here we have the mapped, which is our raw score from over here, okay, which again that's between 0 and just over 1000 there. That is going to be by 1023. That is divided by 4 to get our mapped sensor reading, which this can be between 0 and 255, and this 255 being full power to that color, 0 being completely off. So again, if I look at the LED, you can see it's kind of a bluish red mainly, and the blue and green again are kind of hard to tell apart, especially in the phone here, but it looks like a bluish red. Well, you can see the red's running at a value of 150, in the mid 150s, which that's going to be about half power. The green is in the 140s, so a little less than half, and the blue is actually in the 80s here. So between the green and blue together, it's kind of giving you that mix of that bluish then with the red. Just wanted to show you one more thing I noticed when I was doing this video, and I'm sure I'll have this in the directions, and you'll probably notice this on yours, was in the video before, between the blue here and the blue maps reading and the raw sensor value, that was grouped together. So all I did was I just went real quickly in here, and if you look in front of, and again the directions will have this when I actually make them, in front of the raw sensor value I have that /t, which is giving you like the tabbed space, and what's that is creating is in my readings between the blue and then that raw sensor value that I have right here, that forward, that /t is giving me this space between the blue reading and then the beginning of this text raw sensor value. So that's what those tabbed spaces are doing in there. So again, that is the photo readings from the lesson 5.